Hi friends, here is a nice problem. We have to find the term independent of x in this expansion 1 plus x plus 6 by x whole power 10. Whatever is the expansion, what is the term that is independent of x? If it is in the form of a plus b whole power n, we can easily expand into using our binomial theorem. Right, but this is in the form of a plus b plus c whole power 10. Still, let us try to convert this into a plus b whole power 10 and use our binomial expansion. Right, and let's see where it goes from there. For example, x plus 6 by x, we can take it as, we can replace this with some u. Let u be x plus 6 by x. Right, and if we try to do this expansion, then it becomes 1 plus u whole power 10. Right, 1 plus u whole power 10, this is in the form of a plus b whole power 10. We can do our use of binomial theorem. What does it say? NC0, just 10C0, 1 power 10, u power 0, 10C1, 1 power 9, u power 1, 10C2, 1 power 8, u square, likewise. So 1, anyway, 1 power 9, 10 and all, you can ignore. So basically this becomes 10C0, NC0 is 1, right? 1 into 1 into 1, u power 0 is also 1. So this becomes 1 plus 10C1u plus 10C2u square, 10C3u cube. Likewise, will 10C10 u power 10. Obviously, there are 11 elements in this, right? Obviously, n plus b whole power n, n minus n plus 1 elements, right? There are raised to the power 10. Obviously, there will be 10, 11 elements. This is 10 plus this 1, right? Now, we have to find the term independent of x. That means we have to find the terms which are independent of x in u square, u cube, u power 4, u power 5, up to u power 10. There must be some terms which are independent of x in these ones, right? Some will have, some might not have. For example, if it is just u, then u is x plus 6 by x, right? There is no independent term of x, right? In u, there is not. But in terms of u square, if you take in the case of u square is x square plus 12 plus 6 by x square, right? 12 into, that is 2 into x into 6 by x, right? That is 12. So there is an independent term, independent of x. There is a term independent of x in u square. But in u cube, right? In u cube, there is not. For example, what is u cube? X plus 6 by x whole cube is x cube plus 3x square into 6 by x and 3x into 6 by x square plus 6 by x whole cube. Obviously, there is no independent term. There is no term independent of x in this expansion, u cube. Right. If you see, we can intuitively see, for example, u power 4 will have some term like 4c2. Sorry, u power 4 will have a term. What is u power 4? X plus 6 by x whole power 4. Will have some term like 4c2 x square and 6 by x. Sorry, 4c2 x square and 6 by x whole square. Right. U power 4 will have. Similarly, u power 6 will have 6c3 x cube 6 by x whole cube. Right. Intuitively, we can see there are obviously certain terms in case of u power 4, u power 6, u power 8, etc. That will be independent of x. Right. Because whatever this power of x will be cancelled by the other one. Power of first one will be cancelled by the second one. But how do we mathematically find out all of this? Okay. Now let's take this x power 6 plus 6 by x, this u whole power k. Right, to consider all of this at a time. U power 0, u power 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever. Let's take all u power k. Let's take some expansion of u power k. That means x plus 6 by x whole power k. Now, in this expansion, what is the t r plus 1 term? T r plus 1 term. We know T r plus 1 term is k c r x power k minus r 6 by k power r, right? X plus 6 by x whole power k is the same binomial expansion. K c 0 x power k 6 by k whole power, sorry, 6 by x whole power 0, k c 1 x power k minus 1 6 by x whole power 1, whatever, right? So these are all k's. These are all x's. This is x, this is x, this is x, this is x. Right, these are all x's. Right, now is x. Right, what is term r plus 1? kcr x power k minus r and 6 by x whole power r. This is term r plus 1 term. Basically, when x plus 6 by x is raised to the power 4, there will be 5 terms 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The middle term is 4c2 x power 2 6 by x whole power 2. Right, this is the middle term. Right, this middle term is independent of x. Similarly, when it is x plus 6 by x whole power 6, there will be 6 plus 1, 7 terms. And then also the middle term is actually independent of x. Why? 6c3 x cube 6 by x whole cube. That x cube and 6 by x cube, they both will cancel. So now here, if you take this one, dr plus 1, then what we get? KCR, KCR, when it is to for K, KCR, X, X, X power K minus R, 6 by X whole power R. Then what is the 6 power R by X power R? That is X power minus R. That means KCR, X minus X power X minus K minus R minus another r, it becomes kcr x power k minus 2r into 6 power r. Right? This is the term. Right? Tr plus 1 is actually this. Now, this is any term in this expansion. Right? K can be 2, 4, 6, 8, or whatever. In case of, we are trying to find what is the term independent of x in u square, u cube, u power 4, whatever. Right, in this expansion. Now, this expansion, if this term has to be independent of x, obviously k minus 2r should become 0. Right, k minus 2r becomes 0, that means k equals 2r. That means k is an even number. Right, in the case of k is even number, right? K is means k can be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Right, then r is 1, 3, 4, 5. Right. In case of u square, what is k? K is u raised to the power k, right? So only in case of u square, u power 4, u power 6, u power 8, u power 10, we will find terms independent of x. What is u? U is x plus 6 by x. Right. U is x plus 6 by x. Only in terms of u square, u power 4, u power 6, u power 8, u power 10, we will find independent terms which are terms independent, we'll find terms which are independent of x. Right. And what are those terms now? The terms are KCR 6 power r because x power k minus 2r will anyway become 0, x power 6. Right. What is KCR? It is 2c1 6 power 1. 4c2, 4c2, 6 power 2, 6c3, 6 power 3, 8c4, 6 power 4, 10c5, 6 power 5. These are the terms. These are basically these terms. The terms within the expansion of u square, u4, u power 4, u power 6, u power 8, u power 10. Right. Within those terms, u square will have a certain term for 2c1, 6 power 1. Right, u square. Within u square, there is a term like this, which is independent of x. Within u power 4, there is a term called 4c2 6 square, which is independent of x. Similarly, within u power 6, there is this term which is independent of x, where x's are cancelling. Right, but now what is our overall term? It is not just uh, this term, right? Not just u or u square. What it is? U square has a term which is independent of x, but overall term is 10c2 into u square, right? Overall term is 10c2 into that independent term, right? 10c2 into this independent term. So what is the overall independent term of x? There is this one already, this one by default because overall term we want from this expansion, right? This one and this 10c2 into this 10c2 into whatever independent term that is there u square. What is that? The independent term that is there in u square is this, right? So 10c2 into 2c1 6 power 1. Similarly, in u power 4, there is this term which is independent of x. But u power 4 is already multiplied by 10 C4, right? 10 C4, u power 4. What is u power 4? What is the coefficient of u power 4? It is this expansion, right? 10 C4, u power 4. 10 C6, u power 6. 10 C8, u power 8. 10 C10, u power 10. Right. So u power 4, the coefficient is already 10C4. So, and there is a term called 4C26 square within this u power 4, which is independent of x. So, the total term is 10C4 into 4C2 into 6 square. Similarly, the total term with respect to u power 6. U power 6 is preceded by 10C6. So, within u power 6, there is this term which is independent of x. So, the total term is 10C6 into 6C3 into 6 cube. Right. Similarly, the other two terms also. So what is the overall term which is independent of x in this expansion? In this expansion, it is 10C1 plus, which is the original one, 1 plus 10C2 into 10C2 times something plus 10C4 times something plus 10C times 10C6 times something likewise. Right. So the final answer is 10C2 into 2C1 6 power 1, 10C4 into 4C2 into 6 square. Please notice this. Right, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Right, and then 2, 1, 4, 2, 6, 3, 8, 4, and 10, 5. Right, and 6 goes from 6, 6 square, 6 cube, 6 power 4, 6 power 5. This is the overall term. This is the symmetric. This is a very nice problem. I have seen this in some old book for IIT or some olympiad. This is a very nice problem. I thought of sharing with all of you guys so that you will also enjoy it. Right, yes. Hope you understood this. The only trick is to break this into 1 plus u and then to find what are the terms independent of x in those in the expansion of the u. Right, guys. Hope you like this. Any doubts, please message. Then we'll take this away. Thank you, guys.